everybody, it's Paula from the Real Polish Fanatic blog and jewelry by RPF. Thank you for stopping by my little corner of YouTube and spending a little bit of your day with me while we talk about the next collection I have to show you. So I guess Halloween is over. It is, October 20th or so. So Halloween's over and we are moving on to holiday collections. This is 12 of the 14 polishes from the OPI Holiday 2023 collection called Terribly Nice. I purchased these. There's actually 14 polishes in the collection, and I do have all 14 to show you today. This is going to be a long video, but these little things, I bought mine from a website called polishpick.com, and they always send these little, if you buy the whole collection, they send these little cards like they would use in a nail salon. So I painted that up, and then I just cut out on the sticker is the name of the collection. So I just always stick that on the back so I know what collection it's for. And we are going to just jump right in because, like I said, this is going to be a long one. All right, I will start as usual with what's on my nails today. Today I have this prototype from Different Dimensions. It is Mystery Prototype 357. This was some prototypes that she sold probably a couple months ago now. And this is a thermal. I was wanting to wear a thermal. And it's kind of a brownish color when it is cold and olive green when it is warm. And so you can see on my nails, I get kind of that funky French look because I am warm, but it is a little cool in here. So this is a pretty polish. I like that one a lot. All right, we've got 14 polishes by OPI to get through, so I'm just gonna jump right in. You may hear me rustling through my notes here as we go along, but let's go ahead and see if we can get started. First up, we have a polish, Peppermint, Bark, and Bite. This is a hunter green with some silver shimmer particles in there. Here it is on my swatch wheel in one coat. Both of these are one coat, and as usual, I will live swatch the second coat on the wheel. Peppermint, Bark, and Bite. A really deep hunter green. It's very pretty, and it has then there may be a little bit of gold twinkle in there too. Let's take a look. It looks to be just silver in the bottle, but it's twinkling. Maybe the green base is turning it a little bit gold looking in person. Two coats covered very nicely. That second coat you can see really deep in the color. It was a little bit sheer on that first coat. You can see through the nail swatch there, but the first coat went on very smoothly. There's no balding or streaking there. So, and you can definitely see those twinkles coming through, at least now that it's wet. So we'll see how it looks when it dries. And next up we have 5 Golden Flings. This is a kind of a cappuccino kind of color, I would say, with some copper and probably silver glitter bits. Here's what it looks like on the swatch wheel in one coat. Both of these right here are 5 Golden Flings. And it's a pretty golden color, kind of cappuccino looking in that first coat, but it's golden color with those copper glitter. Let's go ahead and put on the second coat. Again, this one went on very nicely in the first coat. It is a bit sheer, if you can see through the swatch wheel here. This is also a nice formula, goes on nice and smooth. glitter come out and lay smoothly. Shouldn't need multiple coats of top coat with that one. The second coat deepened it up a little bit. And again, there's some twinkly glitters in there too, maybe silver glitter, but quite a bit of the coppery color. That is 5 golden flings in 1 coat and 2 coats. Maybe I'll show these as we go on me. There it is. Here's that first one, which was called Peppermint Bark and Bite, and 5 golden flings. And the third one in this 14-piece collection, get a little bit of everything with this one. You get some cream, some crelly type things, you get glitters, you get shimmers, got everything going this time. Oh, so this one is called, I opened it before I showed it to you. This one is called Hot Toddy Naughty. And this is a brown with, looks also like silver shimmer. And I see a little bit of a green flash in the bottle, so let's see how it comes out. Here it is. These two right here are 1 coat. Again, went on very nicely. I don't see any streaking or balding in that first coat. Let's go ahead, paint our next one. Can't believe we're already seeing holiday collections. This year has gone so quickly. So there it is, the second coat. Hopefully you can see these okay. I'm definitely losing light. It's kind of late in the day. That second coat, build it up nicely. There's a lot of little bitty micro sparkle going on in there. And the silver shimmer. Here it is on me. This one was called Hot Toddy Naughty. I have a bunch of comparisons to show you at the end of the video too, if we don't go too long. And yeah, I pulled out a bunch of older OPIs, and some of them are kind of close, some of them are not so close, but we'll see what I came up with. This next polish is called Let's Scrooge. And this is a kind of a dark teal. I see some blue shimmer, and there's some other little colors twinkling in there, so let's see what it looks like on the swatch wheel. There's a lot of blue shimmer though, I can see. Here it is, these two right here in 1 coat. This one is a little bit patchy, not too bad on that first coat. A little bit patchy. Let's go ahead and paint up our next coat. I like this one with the kind of dark teal base and then that blue micro shimmer. I think it'd be like a micro shimmer, I'm not sure. But it is twinkling a bit here in my LED light. Went on really nice and smooth, evened everything out, and deepened up the color. Here it is on me. This one's called Let's Scrooge. Number 4 in this collection is a pretty red cream. You know, OPI. What would OPI be without a red cream in a holiday collection especially? They do reds really well. This one is called Rebel with a Clause. Just a really nice red cream. And here it is on my swatch wheel. These two right here are both 1 coat. Very smooth, went on really well in that first coat. And let's see if the second coat will deepen the color or if you even need a second coat with this one. Of course, I have lots of comparisons for the red cream from OPI because, like I said, it seems like they do it in every single holiday collection. All right, that deepened up the color just a tad, just a little bit. You might be able to get by with one coat. I don't know, one coat may be enough for you. But here it is on me in 2 coats. This one was called Rebel with a Clause. And the next one we have here is called Yay or Nay. And this is a gray base. It looks like it might have the same copper and silver glitter that this golden one had. This one here. Looks like the glitters might be the same, but it has a gray base. Yay or nay? Here it is in 1 coat, went on really nice and smooth. These little glitters come out well and paint on very evenly. It's a little bit sheer in that first coat, but let's see what the second coat does. This one definitely darkens up that base gray color, and you can see the silver sparkles sparkling, and then just a ton of that copper glitter in there. I was gonna paint some of these over these black that I painted. Let me go ahead and see what this one might look like over black. See if it's worth doing or not. Doesn't do too much for me over black. It just makes it a little bit milky, and I don't care for that look myself, but on its own over here, looks really pretty. 1 coat and 2 coats of Yay or Nay. And here it is on me. Let's see, any of these other ones might look good over black. Let's look at 5 Golden Flings. Just see what that looks like over black. Again, I think these kind of milky base colors just don't do much over black. That one's not too bad. You can see that. I don't know that any of these others will do anything over black. This one is Hot Toddy Naughty. Let's see what that might look like. It doesn't do too much than 2 coats on its own. Here's 2 coats on its own right here. And then 1 coat over the black. If you don't want to do 2 coats, if you want to save your OPI, I guess you could do it that way, but otherwise it looks very similar. I have 1 more black, so let's do, maybe we'll do this one. This one was Let's Scrooge. Let's see what it looks like over this last black nail. All right, that also doesn't look too much different than it does. This is 2 coats on its own right here, and 1 coat over black. Looks just about the same to me. So none of those, in my opinion, well, they work over black, but not really necessary to do them over black. All right, there we have the first 6 on this wheel, and we will move over here to this next wheel and start with this pretty white with purple shimmer. Can you see that glowing there? It's like a pinky purple. This is a pretty one. This is called Chillum with Kindness. Kind of loving these white polishes this year. And this is these two right here in one coat. Looks like on the swatch wheel went on very smoothly. I don't see, it's hard to see because the swatch wheel itself is white, but I don't see any streaking or anything. Let's see what this looks like with the second coat. The shimmer particles are a little bit, oh, there's another wonky brush, are a little bit bigger, so they are noticeable. That's really pretty. Got a pair of scissors here. I'm just gonna snip off these few. Can you see these random hairs sticking out? You get that, you can just sort of snip them off here. See if my scissors will work. All right. So this is Chill 'em with Kindness. Oh, let's put this one over black since I have some of these again. Let's see if this will do anything over black. A second coat of that over black might be pretty because it really brings out that purple shimmer. But here it is on its own, one coat and two coats. See if I can get that shimmer to show through on the camera. I don't know if you're seeing that or not. It's really pretty though, and it's really noticeable. And then here it was one coat over a black, which really brings out that purple shimmer. It looks like some blue twinkles going on in there also. That was Chill 'em with Kindness. Next up we have this pretty, oh boy, I don't know what color this would be called. I'd say on the swatch wheel it looks a little bit like a champagne, so we will call it champagne. And there's a ton of silver sparkles. And this one is called Salty Sweet Nothings. And here it is, right here, these two champagne colors. This is one coat, went on very nicely. You can really see, I kind of like the contrast between the champagne and the silver shimmer. It looks a little bit sheer on that first coat, so let's go ahead, paint on a second, and see how it looks. There it is. It's a pretty one. Has a lot of silver shimmer in there. Here it is in one coat and two coats. Might go ahead and put this one over the black too and just see what this looks like. That really takes any champagne away and just has it look very silver. You can see that. Just looks like a silver, gosh, like a silver foil almost. Hope you can see that. There it was, one coat and two coats, and this was Salty Sweet Nothings. And next up we have this pretty terracotta spice color. And it has, looks like those copper glitter that were in the other ones, and silver glitter. This one is called It's a Wonderful Spice. And here it is on the swatch wheel in one coat. Both of these right here are one coat. It's kind of an orangey terracotta spicy color. Went on very smooth. A little bit of unevenness, but not too bad for that first coat. Let's go ahead and put on our second. That really deepens it up and evens it out. Very nice. It's a Wonderful Spice, 1 coat and 2 coats. I want to see what that looks like on me. There it is. Here was the Salty Sweet Nothings on me. And Chill 'em with Kindness. I have to do this. Oops. That was It's a Wonderful Spice. All right, we're getting through these pretty quickly. Next up is this pretty pink, magenta kind of color. It's a shimmer. This one is called Blame the Mistletoe. Pretty fuchsia. Maybe I'd call it fuchsia. Here it is, both of these right here are 1 coat on the swatch wheel. This one has a little bit of patchiness on that first coat, and it does look kind of sheer. So let's see how we do with the second coat. Second coat is really deepening it up and evening it out. Sound like a broken record today, but you know, OPI's been around a long time. They know how to do a pretty good nail polish. So here it is in 1 coat and 2 coats. That did make it nice and even and a little bit darker. And this was called Blame the Mistletoe. And here's what it looks like on me. And the next one in this OPI Holiday Terribly Nice collection is a pretty blue with that, looks like the same purple shimmer that is in Chill 'em with Kindness. Looks like those two might have the same shimmer. And this one's called Shaking My Sugar Plums. And here it is on the wheel in 1 coat. Both those are 1 coat. Looks very smooth, but sheer. Come in with our second coat. And that does deepen that up. I'll go a little thicker on this one. That purple shimmer is very noticeable. Actually looks very pretty with this next polish coming up too. This shimmer is about the same color as that polish. So this was called Shaking My Sugar Plums, 1 coat and 2 coats. That one's very pretty, I like that. Here it is on me in 2 coats. Sort of a denim blue base when it gets built up like that, and just a ton of that purple shimmer. Very noticeable, it's very pretty. All right, you just got a little sneak peek at this next one. And this was called Sickeningly Sweet. And this is just like a lilac purple cream. Oh, I was gonna put that last one over black too. I will go back and do that. Here is Sickeningly Sweet in 1 coat. Both of these are 1 coat. Very smooth application in that first coat. Let's see what does with the second. When I think of holidays, I don't necessarily think of purple, but this is a very pretty lilac-y purple, sort of a crelly. It went on easier than maybe a cream would, so maybe that's more of a crelly. Very pretty. One coat and two coats of Sickeningly Sweet. I'm gonna jump back here and look at this Shaking My Sugar Plums and put that one, it's that pretty blue with the purple shimmer. Let's see what that looks like over black. So of course that definitely takes all the blue away and leaves you with this pretty pinky purple shimmer. That looks nice over black. It looks nice on its own also. Let's see, I don't think any of those others would look too good over black. So then we have two glitters in the collection. And this one is called Hot and Cold. Coal, like C-O-A-L, cold. This looks like a black base with bigger glitter in copper, and it almost looks like a pink. There's some holographic ones twinkling in there, and there's some smaller blue and green. Lots of different colors in this one. This is it on the swatch wheel, just this one in one coat. You can see that it went on pretty smooth, the black base, but it is sheer. You definitely want to build that up with at least a second coat. So let's go in and see how that looks. All right, came out nicely. It's got bigger glitter and smaller glitter. There it is. Here's what that one looks like on me. I did not pull out any comparisons. I probably don't have any for this one anyway, but when I was upstairs pulling out my comparisons for them, I actually used this little thing here that Polish Pick sends with the collection to see what I might have had that looked close in the bottles, so we will see. This one was called Hot and Cold, and here was Sickeningly Sweet. I can't remember if I showed that on me or not, so that's what that looks like. It's a very pretty purple. All right, the last one we have to show you in this 14-piece Terribly Nice OPI Holiday 2023 collection is another shimmery, glittery one. This one has got a ton of purple shimmer, and then it has got the same kind of bigger coppery glitter that looked like it was in that last one, and holographic glitters twinkling in there. I see just a lot of different colors, greens and blues and maybe some pinks, but just a lot of shimmer also. So this is what this one looks like in one coat. Right here, it's just this one nail. It actually looks like it's almost the base of this Chill 'em with Kindness, and then just with the addition of glitter. So that's kind of fun. Looks very smooth, very nice. Let's go ahead and see what the second coat does. All right, and while I'm here, I'm just gonna put one coat over this last black. Okay, that actually looks similar to Hot and Cold. It just has a ton of that purple shimmer, which really comes out when you put it over the black. So here it is on its own. This one was called, let's see, did I even tell you the name? Put on Something Ice. I don't think I even showed you the bottom. Put on Something Ice. And here it is in 2 coats on its own and 1 coat over black. I like that one. I like it by itself. More than likely, you would maybe want a base, like a white base or something, or a, nail blurring base coat that a lot of indie brands have now. I don't own any of those, but you may want something underneath just to give it a little bit of oomph underneath so it's not sheer. And then here it is, 1 coat over black on me. I do like it over the black. It really brings out that purple shimmer. All right, should we go through these really quick now that they're kind of dried? Let's see, where do we start? Right here. These 2 here, Peppermint Bark and Bite. Hunter Green. You can still see a little bit of the twinkling glitter. It kind of just looks green now. But this was 1 coat and 2 coats. And then we moved on into 5 Golden Flings. 1 coat and 2 coats. And then we had Hot Toddy Naughty. 1 coat and 2 coats. That's pretty. The silver shimmer in that one just gives it a bit of a different base color. Doesn't look just plain brown, just nice. This one was called Let's Scrooge. Pretty dark teal with blue shimmer. And then we move on to the red, which was Rebel with a Claws. Nice red cream crelly. OPI does so well. And then we had Yay or Nay, which is a gray base with the same glitters as the 5 Golden Flings. 1 coat and 2 coats. Moving over here, we've got Chillin' with Kindness. 1 coat and 2 coats. Salty Sweet Nothings. It's a really pretty champagne with silver shimmer. I kind of like the contrast between the champagne and the silver. It's pretty. This one was called It's a Wonderful Spice. 1 coat and 2 coats. And this pretty fuchsia is Blame the Mistletoe. 1 coat and 2 coats. Then Shaking My Sugar Plums. 1 coat and 2 coats. And Sickeningly Sweet. 1 coat and 2 coats. The glitters I don't have wrote down. This one was called Hot and Cold. This one. And this one was called Put on Something Ice. This one, 2 coats. Okay. So let's talk about some comparisons. And I have a bunch to show you. 3 swatch wheels full here. All right, we'll use these. So here I have them labeled number 1, and again I'm going by this little thing that Polish Pick sent. So number 1 was Peppermint Bark and Bite. I don't actually have that color on the comparison wheels, so we will use this. We've got this one right here we'll look at. And then we have to compare. This one's very close. This is Here Today, Aragon Tomorrow. That is almost the same base color, just doesn't have that sparkle in it. Here Today, Aragon Tomorrow is in 3 coats on my swatch wheel here. And it was from the 2009 Spain collection. And then here we have Here Today, Aragon Tomorrow in the suede version, which really lightens it up and does not make that a dupe. And then we have Live and Let Die from the 2012 Holiday James Bond collection. That one also is very close, and it has the same little shimmers in it. So those two look. This is only one coat of Live and Let Die, according to my notes here. So that looks almost like an exact dupe. If I had 2 coats of that one on there, I think it would be exactly the same. And the last one I pulled as a possible dupe for this was Cuckoo for This Color from the 2010 Swiss collection, and that is 2 teal, so that one does not match up. And then if we move over to the second polish that we painted was 5 Golden Flings. That's this one right here. We'll keep an eye on this one. And as dupes, again, I was going by what they look like in the bottle, and some of them do not always look painted like they do in the bottle. So sometimes I'm just a little crazy, but sometimes it's not my fault that I'm a little crazy. All right, so we're looking at this one here. This is the current one called 5 Golden Flings. And we'll look at it against this one, which is way too pink, but that was Rally Pretty Pink from the 2011 Serena Williams Glam Slam. Not at all a dupe. This next one is relatively close. It's a little bit more gold. And this is Golden Eye, which was from the 2012 Bond collection. Those two look... Well, on my camera, they don't look very close. In person, like the base, it seems close, but the dupe is just way too gold. This one's a little bit warmer looking. And next up, I pulled Love Angel Music Baby from the 2014 Gwen Stefani collection. Not at all close. And lastly, I pulled, I have 2 more to go. This one is Glitterland, this one right here. And that was from the 2010 Swiss collection, not a dupe. And last here I have Shimmery Chic, which was from the 2009 Holiday Wishes collection. And that's not too far off. I finally found one that wasn't too far off. Shimmery Chic is a little bit deeper in the base color, but it does seem to have those same sort of coppery glitter in there. And then the same sort of little twinkle. So there's that one. Up next we have Hot Toddy Naughty, which is this one right here. It's kind of brown with the silver shimmer. So for that one I pulled Don't Take Yosemite for Granite, which was from the 2017 California Dreaming Summer Collection. That is like a shade lighter, but otherwise very... well, not very similar, but on the right path. If you look at it in one coat, that actually looks pretty close. The Don't Take Yosemite for Granted is a little bit more gray, whereas the Hot Toddy Naughty is a little bit more brown. Then I pulled, this is My Private Jet, the dud version. If you're familiar with My Private Jet, there's been about 5 different reincarnations of that one. This is not the good holographic version. This is the more brown dud version. But that one's not too far off. It's a little, I don't know, it seems just a little flatter. I think that Hot Toddy Naughty, just that shimmer in it gives it a little bit more life than My Private Jet. This one's just way off. In the bottle it looks similar, but it's way too purple. But just to tell you, this is First Class Desires. 2014 Holiday Gwen Stefani collection, not at all a dupe. And this one is too brown. It is Espresso Your Style from the 2006 Kick Up Your Heels Holiday collection. And that's just way too brown. So I don't really have much of a dupe for that one. All right, then we'll come back to this one. Up next is Let's Scrooge, which is this one right here. We'll keep an eye on this one. And actually, if we look at this one from the first comparison I did, which was Cuckoo for This Color, That's not too far off. That's not too far off. But if we look here, this one is Amazoff from the 2014 Brazil collection. That base color is pretty close, but Let's Scrooge does have the addition of the blue shimmer particles, which makes it not be an exact dupe. And then next here we have Midnight Mistletoe Rendezvous, which was from the 2014. This was a Beauty Brands exclusive, if you're familiar with the store Beauty Brands. And that was an exclusive for them back there. Again, it doesn't seem too far off in the base color, but the dupe color has got a lot of brush strokes in it where you don't see that in the Let's Scrooge. But base color itself is not too far off, but this one just has a lot more shimmer. And then I pulled out Catch Me in Your Net, which is not at all close. That's from the 2010 Summer Flutter. And this one not even close. Nessie Plays Hide and Seek from 2019 Scotland, Way Too Blue. And then we have not even close, Feeling Capricorny, which was from this year's Fall Big Zodiac collection. So the one closest to this would be the Cream Amazoff. But it's not even really a dupe because it doesn't have that same. Maybe if I put Catch Me in Your Net over the Amazoff, that might be actually kind of close. All right, next up we have that pretty red. We all know that OPI does red. They know how to make a red polish. So look at this. They all look almost identical. I have 6 of them here, and they all look just about identical. So we'll keep an eye out on this one right here. This was 2 coats of Rebel with a Clause from this collection. And here we have Tell Me About It Stud from the 2018 Grease collection. Pretty much a dupe. This one is Big Apple Red from the 2000 New York City collection, but I probably bought mine after. I think this might be a core color even. That one's just a tad lighter, but pretty much a dupe. This one is Adam Said It's New Year's Eve from the 2017 Holiday XOXO collection. That looks like almost an exact dupe. This one is Redheads Ahead, and that was from the 2009 Scotland collection. That one's just a tad lighter, but could be pretty much a dupe. This one is Candied Kingdom, which was from 2018 Nutcracker in the Four Realms collection. That one's just a tad bit darker, but pretty much a dupe. And here we have Vodka and Caviar from the 2007 Russian collection. And that one also pretty much a dupe. So there we go. Lots of reds. And up next we have to come to this next swatch wheel here. And we've got next, let's see, where are we? Number 6. Number 6, I really did not have much as far as dupes go, although some of them for the next one look like they might not be too far off. But actually, number 6 is on here. I'm sorry, I have to come back to this one. So number 6 is this one here, which was Yay or Nay, which was that gray base with the copper glitter. And I pulled out this one, which is not really close at all, but that is Every Night is Girls' Night from 2023 Barbie collection. And of course, that has glitter, and it's not even close. But that was about the only thing I could find that would be somewhat close. This one here doesn't look too far off, but without the glitter, that's for a different polish. But so we won't get into that. Then next we have, next swatch wheel here, Kill 'Em With Kindness, which was that white with the purple shimmer. And for that one, I did not have very much as far as dupes either. I pulled out this one here. We're looking right here. I pulled out, that one is Room Service from the 2005 Soft Shades collection. It's a little bit more yellowed, and the shimmer, there is a purpley kind of shimmer, but not nearly as strong as in Chill 'Em with Kindness. And then I pulled out this, which is just a cream, Frenchie Likes to Kiss, 2008 Summer Grease collection. Not at all close, but these two actually look pretty together. So, did not have really anything for Chill 'Em with Kindness in my collection. And then next we have Salty Sweet Nothings, which is this one right here, kind of that champagne color with the silver. And so for dupes for this one, I pulled, this is Ulta Twinkled Pink, which is not pink anymore. I don't know if it ever was. I actually bought this secondhand, so I do not know, I don't really know too much about that polish. In fact, I don't know when it came out. I purchased it in 2012 on eBay, so it definitely came out before 2012, and maybe at one time it was pink since it's called Twinkled Pink. It was an Ulta exclusive, but I don't know when it came out. But that is not very close to this one. And I pulled out Silent Stars Go By, which was a liquid sand textured polish from the 2013 Mariah Carey collection. Not at all close. This one's not at all close. It's way too gold. Left My Yens in Ginza, 2019 Ulta exclusive also, according to the internet. Too gold. This one is too sparkly, but it is Celestial is More from the 2015 Holiday Starlight collection. That is too brownish gold and too sparkly. This one is Designer to Better from the 2011 Muppets collection. That was the very first OPI collection I bought the whole collection of back then, 2011 Muppets. Not at all close. This one is 5 and 10 from the 2016 Breakfast at Tiffany's collection. That's way too silver. These looked closer in the bottle, trust me. But anyway, this last one I pulled for this is Ornament to Be Together from 2017 XOXO collection, which is just way too silver. Not at all close. I'm not very good at picking dupes, obviously. But next up we have got It's a Wonderful Spice, which is this one right here. Spicy terracotta color. So for dupes for this one, I pulled out right here Caju Melted in the Sun, which was from the 2006 Mexico collection. That's not too far off in the base color. One coat actually matches it pretty well, but Caju Melted does not have the glitter that It's a Wonderful Spice has. Then I pulled Sprung from the 2013 Mariah Carey collection, which is not close. It's way too bronze. And I got here, and this little piggy, which was from the I have wrote down 2016 Fall Brights collection, but it may have come out in a different collection earlier than that. I'm not sure, but that's way too pink. And lastly, this one is just way too bronze also, and it's called Pros and Bronze from the 2011 Grand Slam Duo Serena Williams for the US Open. Not at all close. I have to get better at picking dupes, but I had fun going through all my drawers of OPI. I think OPI I own probably the most, for sure the most in mainstream, and probably the most of any brand. So, all right, I'm getting a little closer with this one. This one here is called Blame the Mistletoe. This one right here is 2 coats. And for this one, I pulled out Peru Bee Ruby. I don't know why that B's in there, but Peru Bee Ruby. For from the 2002 South American collection. That's actually pretty close. Peru is a little bit darker, but not too far off. I'm getting a little better after 10 tries. I'm doing okay. This one here is called California Raspberry. I don't know when this one was from, and I don't know when I bought it. I didn't have that in my notes, so it is also pretty close, but that is a cream rather than a shimmer that the Blame the Mistletoe is. And then this one's just a little bit too pink. This was Welcome to Barbie Land from this summer 2023's Barbie collection. And if you look at it in one coat, it's actually pretty close in colors, but two coats does not. But this one I think is a winner. And I hate saying Peru be Ruby. I don't know what that's supposed to be, but all right, next up we have Shaking My Sugar Plums, which was this pretty blue with the purple shimmer. Really pretty one. So for this, I pulled out Turn on the Northern Lights from the 2017 Iceland collection. That's similar. It does have the same purple shimmer. It's not as noticeable. I actually like this year's much better, but Northern Lights is deeper and the shimmer is not quite as noticeable, but I was on the right track there anyway. This one here is Feeling Tremendous, which was from the 2014. This was also a Beauty Brands exclusive color, and it's not very close. This one's way too purple, called Gift Cards for Everyone from the, this was an Ulta exclusive back in 2012. Gift Cards for Everyone, way too purple. And this one also is way too purple, but it's OPI Ink Suede version from the 2010 Suede collection. And that's just way too purple. And my last one, to see if I can redeem my my dupe pulling or not. In this collection we have Sickeningly Sweet, which is right here, and I thought I would have a bunch in that color, but I only had a couple, and so I pulled Polly Wants a Lacquer. This is an Infinite Shine color, and this was from the 2017 Fiji collection. It's just a little bit too light to be a dupe. And I pulled Planks a Lot from the 2011 Pirates of the Caribbean, and that's just a little bit too dark to be a dupe. If I could go right in between those two, I think I would have it, but I did not have anything close to that, which surprised me. I thought for sure I would have a bunch. All right, let me get this camera turned around. All right, that was the 14-piece, which I only have 12 here, but the 14-piece OPI Holiday 2023 Terribly Nice collection, and a whole bunch of dupes that weren't really dupes at all, but at least you got to see more pretty polish, so there's that. So thank you guys so much for sticking with me. This was a long one, and I tried to go as quick as I could, but I know I went way too long. But thank you for watching. I hope to hear from you in the comments. Let me know what you think of this collection, what you think of OPI. Let me know whatever's on your mind. I love to hear from people. So we'll talk to you next time. Bye-bye.